Act 2, Scene 10. Month 9. The hospital ward, late afternoon. Lorca's bed has been moved close to the window. She lies quietly under the covers in a hospital gown, her eyes closed. She looks peaceful. The teens are standing solemnly around her, their heads bowed. In the late afternoon, the westering sun casts long shadows across her silent form. Suddenly, Stephanie cries, "Ready? Go!" Neil and Greg snatch up cards from Lorca's stomach and quickly slap them down in 2 piles. The girls cheer them on while the boys yell, exclaim, and complain as they rush to defeat each other in the fast-paced card game speed. Their hands are a blur, eyes darting, fingers snatching and slapping, excitement mounting till with a triumphant yell, Neil slaps down his final card and shouts, "Speed! I win!" "Ow!" Lorca cries. Shocked, everyone freezes. Neil's eyes are wide with horror. He gasps, "Oh my gosh, Lorca, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?" Lorca bursts out laughing. "I'm just kidding." "Oh, you got me good," Neil says, shaking off the shock. The teens laugh with relief. "But really," Lorca says, still giggling, "I don't think my bladder can take any more." Greg laughs with the others, then says protectively, "I think you need to get some rest now." "Yeah, come on, Neil," Stephanie says. "You and I can play for the championship in the day room." "No way," Neil says. "I can't beat you. You're too fast." "Lorca's beat me before," Stephanie says. "I lucked out," Lorca says. "You got bad cards." "See, Neil?" Stephanie coaxes. "I could get bad cards. Come on. You won the semifinal, so you have to play me for the championship. It'll be fun." All right," Neil grumbles, picking up the cards from Lorca's bed. "But I'm not going to enjoy it. You coming, Greg?" "Nah, I'm going to hang out here with my girl," Greg says, glancing at Lorca. "Good luck, though." Before heading out, Stephanie gently smooths Lorca's hair. "You look pretty," she says. Lorca smiles and takes Stephanie's hand, pressing it to her cheek. "Thanks," she says, looking fondly at her friend. "Now, go kick some butt." That makes Stephanie and Neil chuckle. As they head out, Stephanie asks Neil, "Do you want me to play with one eye closed?" "How about both?" Neil suggests. "I'll play you Death Drop after, if that'll make you feel better about yourself," Stephanie offers. "Now you're talking," Neil says with a grin. Greg grabs a chair and settles it beside Lorca's bed. "You doing okay?" he asks. "I'm fine," she murmurs peacefully. "Do you want some water or anything?" "No, thanks. I'm okay." "Do you want me to read to you from your sappy love stories?" Lorca laughs lightly. "No, I just want to lie here and enjoy the sunset. I didn't think I'd ever get to do this again. I'm so glad you guys moved my bed. It's glorious tonight. Just look at those colors. Van Gogh would have loved them." Greg leans forward, squinting at the sky. "What I see is like orange and blue. That's about it." "Oh, there's lots more than that," Lorca says. "Here, I'll show you." Greg adjusts the chair, leaning his head close to hers to share her view through the window. "You see that reddish orange?" she says, pointing. "That's vermilion. And right there, that rich, vibrant blue at the gold edge near the horizon, that's cobalt blue. And that lighter blue, that's cerulean. And then over there where the blue is mixing with the red, that's magenta." Greg whistles softly. "It's amazing how many colors you see." Lorca murmurs, "When you love something, you pay attention, and then you start to see more and more." They sit quietly a moment, gazing at the colorful sky. Then she turns and looks steadily at him. "Greg?" "May I tell you something?" "Sure," he replies. "It sounds crazy," she says tentatively, "so you have to promise not to call me crazy. I promise, he says, laying his hand over his heart. Okay, here goes. Lorca takes a deep breath and says, I'm glad I have DeShores. You're crazy, Greg exclaims, sitting back in his chair. Lorca slaps at him playfully. I'm serious. If I hadn't gotten DeShores, I wouldn't have come here and met everyone. Especially you, Greg. I finally feel like I belong. And you know what else? I'm happy. I'm actually happy with who I am. I couldn't have said that when I first walked through that door. DeShores has forced me to be real, to find out it was okay to let down the walls. I feel whole, like I have nothing to prove, like just being me is enough. Maybe you would have figured that out anyway, he says. You know, eventually. I still wish you didn't have this disease, even if it meant I never had a chance to know you. I don't know, Lorca muses. I have a feeling when things are easy, there's no reason to change. She looks thoughtful for a moment, then adds, Do you know when colors are most true? What does that mean? When you can see them best. I don't know, Greg says. In the sunlight? That's what you'd expect, but it's the opposite. Bright light actually washes them out. Only in the shadows can you see what they really are. DeShores is the shadow that makes it possible to see our true colors and appreciate how unique and beautiful they are. Greg taps his chin, thinking, That's good. Really good. I like that. Deep. Yeah, and true. Color is amazing. It's the one thing that never disappoints. It's always itself, makes no demands. It simply exists, and because it does, the world is a better place. I can't believe you remember that, Lorca exclaims. It seems like 1,000,000 years ago. It was, Greg says. But when you love someone, you pay attention. But you didn't love me then, she says. You didn't even know me. Greg smiles. It was the beginning. I saw something in you. You're like the colors you talk about, and because you are, my world is a better place. He looks at her fondly and kisses her hand. Then, putting his arm around her, he says, And who knows what wonders are ahead. Maybe we'll all get to direct sunsets for a week, though I'm sure you'll do a better job than me. Smiling, she snuggles closer. They sit together, watching the colors of the sky shift and blend and deepen till they fade to black and the stars come out sparkling like bright white jewels in the velvet night.